Well, welcome back. Today, as it just so happens, is my 55th birthday. Boy, let that sink in. Double fives. Double fives and still alive. There's something in that. At any rate, I have afforded myself a timely birthday gift this year. Normally, I refrain from such luxury. At any rate, one doesn't want to get soft. Today, we're initiating a phenotype hunt. Sort of development trial work here is about to begin in my garden. So, I have a number of things in front of me here today in order to initiate germination of the seeds on hand, which are you gonna focus? Is the question. White widow irregular. Alright. Let's talk about resin production and trichome development. This particular genetic specimen will uptake incredible amounts of potassium, calcium, and phosphorus for any given unit of nitrogen. The result is that under the right nutrient regimen, wow, you can work magic. But it does take some work to find the sweet spot, I will say that. But that's all done. So now, we're to this point, right? Things are backwards for me there. Alright, here we go. We're about to get into our seeds here. Now, this is all very complicated, let me tell you, this germination initiation. I guess there's a whole operation here. Let's see here. What do we have on hand? We have a razor blade. I've introduced you to that already. Sharpie, tape, because you ain't gonna remember. And the seeds, we got the seeds here. Now I like to use a transparent container so that I can observe clearly from within the room without having to gander down and make depth perception judgments and all of that on a flat surface. Because the objective here, what we're looking for is we're going to subject the seeds to the rather wet environment of this container of water, and then wait for them to absorb that water. And when they do, they'll go from floating to sinking. If you're really paying attention, you can get neutral buoyancy if you're into scuba diving and you like that sort of thing. But we want them to sink. 15 to 18 hours. All right, write that down. If you're out there, that's the number, 15 to 18 hours. I mean, I've done 24. It works. This water, it doesn't have to be. You could use tap water. Leave it sitting out overnight. Because your main enemy here is chlorine, or I think it's it's bromine or whatever they're using in the water to keep things from growing in it. It'll evaporate off, boil off at room pressure. So if you leave it out overnight. One of them does, chlorine will, but the other one I'm not so sure. So this is filtered water. Reverse osmosis membrane filtered water. This has under 10 parts per million of basically nothing in it. Comes out of the top around here. I think the legal limit's like 500 ppm or something. I think it's 350 around here. In the spring, when the fertilizer runs into the river here, well, they run into problems. In fact, just this year, they let it slip around here that they're putting in RO water filters in this city because of the phosphates in the river from the fertilizer runoff going beyond regulation limits. It happened apparently New Year's Day of this year, which is a little suspicious, don't you think? Doesn't that sound like some guy going out to a shack, doing his January 1st check sheet checklist thing, and then going, oops? But they can't really go back and find out where it started. You know what I'm saying? How often does he go to this place? It's not a very big city. Reverse osmosis water, room temperature. I microwave this for 10 seconds, just, I can't even tell. Alright, so there's our water. Now, this is the clincher, do or die right here. Now normally, I would pop these probably two, actually I got 6 here, because they gave me a mystery seed of the same strain. I ordered 5, they sent me 6. It was supposed to be a mystery seed. I thought I might get something different to try. But of course, then only one seed. They'd be not wanting to disappoint customers with a male plant every once in a while, so they just probably sent them all out. 5 and 1 are the same. At any rate, we got 6 seeds. Normally I'd do 3. Find myself a female. Once that's going well, I would then try the other 3 and get them going. Just in case something goes wrong the first time, you've got a backup. But I'm an idiot, and I just dumped them all in there at once. And it's my birthday. So, here we are. This is the germination initiation operation of the process. I can't really... They're floating. Maybe. There. Alright. They're in there. They're floating. There's 6 of them. I can see them. Now, like I said, what you don't want to forget to do is you take a piece of tape. Hey, it is worth the money. You get the tape. Get the cheap masking tape. You're not using it for much here. Let's see here. You put the date down. Don't chintz and just put the day and the month. All right? Put the year. Get in the habit, because just write down the 6 digits every time, and then you will never have an issue. The date. This is White Widow. We're just going to mark it WW. I know what it is. And we're going to set this. Well, we got to time this. This is the important part. 14:30 hours. That's 2:30 in the afternoon. I see you doing the math. But again, no ambiguity, because when I wake up at 3 in the morning and this says 2, well, I'll be trying to figure out if I did that at 2 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon. And by the time I'm come down from being that high, well, it could be too late. So you take the tape here, Don't stick it right to the container. Like, don't be an idiot. Cut yourself off a nice length of tape. Don't be so cheap. Honestly. Alright? Put it right across the bowl like this, okay? Alright? Look, look, look. Oh, you see, this doesn't normally happen. You gotta hit. Because I was trying to demonstrate. At any rate, here. You put it. Come on, honey. The idea here is that I want to be able to read it without having to walk over here. Now, this is just, anyway, across the top, if you will, so that I can just look. 2:30 in the afternoon. Now, like we said, 15 hours puts us what, around 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning or something like that, basically. And what, yeah, it's my birthday, isn't it? Do I look older? Hey, I'm a lot smarter. I'm a lot smarter than I used to be. 55 years to get here. It doesn't just happen. Huh? Some people are going to run their whole lives and not get here. That's another story for another time. 246, White Widow phenotype hunt. That's what we're initiating. If you don't know what a phenotype is, that's what happens when you take a genotype of a specific strain, in this case, and you subject it to an environment below and above ground. And when the genetics meet the environment, it produces a unique phenotype expression of the genes contained within each individual seed. So from seed to seed, you will find variation. However, this is a stable breeding line and it's been crossbred, all that variation out of it. So they're probably all the same, and we're just trying to get female seeds. They ought to be 50-50. There should be 3 females in this dish and 3 males. Alright? Unless we're going to make more seed, we're just going to kill off the males. Then we're going to take the other ones, let them develop and watch them. Take clones off and put them off to the side. And then as they bear fruit and flower, well, we'll have a look at the stalk development, the root development, the trichome development, all of these responses that I will subject them to in terms of crop steering, like drought stress and light stress, just to trigger those hidden genes so that I know that when I stress this specimen, it will respond accordingly, and then I can apply targeted stresses so that it expresses the genes I'm looking for. That's what we're doing. There you go, 6 seeds. Happy birthday to me. 55 years to get here.